Hi, Timberwolves. Mrs. Hanson, your principal here, and I am going to share with you today about Cedar Heights Middle School virtual school etiquette.
Today, we are going to learn how to find your class schedule and locate Teams meetings, how and why to use Teams chat to support learning, how and why to use cameras and microphones, how and why to contact staff with questions, and how and why we show leadership at Cedar Heights Middle School. Our virtual classroom at Cedar Heights Middle School is found on Microsoft Teams. This should be viewed in the exact same way as the physical classroom at Cedar Heights Middle School. If it is not okay behavior in the building, it is absolutely not okay behavior on Microsoft Teams. According to Washington state law, it is a crime to intercept or record a private telephone call, in-person conversation, or electronic communication unless all parties to the communication consent. In other words, no video recording or pictures of the virtual classroom are allowed. And again, if it's not okay in the building, it's not okay on Teams.
We are going to start by sharing how you can find your schedule and why it's important to do so. First, you're going to go to www.kent.k12.wa.us. Click on the Skyward icon on the right-hand side of your screen. Log in with your Skyward username and password. Your username should be your student number, SN, and the number, and your password is your full birthday. On the left-hand side of the screen, click the button that says Schedule. Why do you need to do this? Because Skyward Schedule tells you the necessary information you need to log on to your virtual classes, your teacher name, as well as what class period you have each class. What are the fastest and easiest ways to join team meetings? The how. First option is the calendar. Look at the Teams calendar or in your Microsoft Outlook calendar to see your meeting schedule. Click on the meeting on the correct day and time and click Join. Option 2 is your Teams page. Go to the Teams page for your class on the correct day and time. You will find a meeting on the General page. Click Join. Always check the day and the time to make sure you are in the lobby for the right meeting. How and why should you join team meetings? First, teachers are able to explain more and answer questions better during a live virtual meeting. Make sure you're on time and stay the entire class period to not miss important information. Your pro tip for today: join in a meeting from your phone, email or send a Teams message to your teachers so you don't end up waiting in the lobby like this guy. Pause and let's practice. Teachers, I'd like you to take a moment and practice with your students. Microsoft Teams chat, the how and the why. How? The Microsoft Teams chat is made for you to be able to answer teacher-provided questions, ask on-topic questions to the teacher, answer student questions if you know the answer, and respond respectfully to other messages in the chat. Remember, think before you speak. Is it true? Is it helpful? Is it important? Is it necessary? And is it kind? The why behind the chat. The chat box is a school tool for communication. Use it for the same type of participation as would be expected in the physical classroom at Cedar Heights. Pro tip: keep in mind people cannot see your facial expressions or your body language, and they cannot hear your tone. Teams chat expectations. Do this, not this. Do stay on task with questions and comments. When should we be done with this work? Not, dude, you were such a noob on Roblox yesterday. Do create a separate chat or email to ask teacher-specific questions specific to you. For example, Mr. Valentine, I failed the quiz yesterday. Can you tell me why? Not, hey, did you fail me on my quiz yesterday? Do use emojis and GIFs only if directed by the teacher. Today I feel sleepy because I had a hard time sleeping last night. Or a cool dude emoji because it's Friday. Not the dancing penguin. Use reaction features to support your peers. My weekend was good. I got to go outside and play soccer with my friends. with a thumbs up feature to support that would have been a pretty fun weekend. Not, I'm confused, can you go back and explain how to get there again? And you laugh that the student is confused. Staff, I'm going to ask you now to pause and do some practice with your team. Using your camera and your microphone. Again, the how and the why. The how, always keep your mic turned off when you are not the speaker. Why? The class can hear every single background noise. It makes it hard to hear the speaker. The how, when on camera, wear appropriate clothing, sit in a comfortable yet appropriate place, sit up straight like you would at a desk in a classroom. Why? You're encouraged to turn on your camera during class. It is so nice to see your friendly faces, and it helps you get set up to be ready to engage with school. Using your camera and your microphone, do this and not this. Do use the hand raise feature to get your teacher's attention and wait to be called on, and then turn on your mic to speak. It would be nice if you have your camera on when you're responding to a question or another student. Please don't do this. Please do not have your microphone on and blurt out when you have a question. Please don't leave your camera on while eating, laying down, or distracting others. And please do not have your camera on to distract others in general. Staff, we're going to ask you again to pause and practice. Using virtual backgrounds, the how and the why. If you take a moment to click on the ellipsis by the raise hand button, click on apply background effects, choose a preloaded background to use or add one of your own that's appropriate for school. To add one of your own, you're going to select add new. Choose a JPEG file you have saved on your computer. The why. A virtual background is a great way to enhance our actual background. Special bonus, it hides any clutter in sight. Virtual backgrounds can serve as a school tool for communication when directed by your teacher. Using virtual backgrounds, do this, not this. Make sure that your pictures are simple, that they're not overcrowded, and they don't distract from the learning environment. Too much color and scenery can be distracting. Try a simple background, make sure to keep it school appropriate, be respectful of all views and perspectives, and set your background and leave it. Avoid changing it several times throughout the meeting. Staff, we are now going to pause and practice. Contacting a staff member. Quite often, the best way to contact a staff member is through your Outlook email. When you do so, please include the following in each email. A respectful greeting. For this example, Mrs. Miner. Simple and specific subject line, authors, purpose, and grade. If you include too much information, it's very hard for us to understand what your need is. Third, simple and specific message. With this example, I noticed that I was marked down on my author's purpose assignment. This is what you're concerned with. When I checked, I saw that I turned in the wrong document to Canvas. That is what you noticed you did. Could I please resubmit my work for a better grade? That gives you the opportunity to share with the teacher what you would like from this email. And a respectful goodbye, thank you for your time, and your first and last name are appropriate. At the end of your email, make sure that you do a spelling and grammar check. Remember that we are in school, and this is a perfect time for you to practice your spelling and your grammar. Why do we do this? First and foremost, to be respectful. Treat your teacher the way you would like to be treated. To show compassion. Be kind in your emails. Your teachers have many things they are managing right now, and they are here to support you. And to show integrity. Accept any mistakes you may have made and look for the solutions as to how you can combat those. When contacting staff members, remember that we are in school and this is your opportunity to act as a young professional. Do this. When asking a question about your author's purpose, please put the subject line as author's purpose question. Again, address with the teacher's name and what it is that you are hoping to gain, as well as your question. With a salutation at the end, thank you for your time, and your full name. Not what did we do in class today with a million question marks and help. That is not professional, and we have no clue what you're actually asking us to do. Be respectful, show compassion, and show integrity. Staff, I'd like to give you another moment. We're going to pause and practice. Why should we do any of this? Because at Cedar Heights Middle School, we live by the Timberwolf core values. Timberwolves are respectful. That means we demonstrate care for the feelings, wishes, rights, or traditions of others. We follow school and classroom rules. We listen more than we speak. We treat others as we want to be treated. Timberwolves are responsible. We are accountable for our behavior and capable of being trusted. We are in class on time. We're ready for class, laptop charged, homework completed and turned in, and all materials needed with us. We show compassion. We demonstrate the ability to understand and care for the well-being of others. We're positive in our world. We demonstrate kindness to all, and we appreciate and celebrate our differences. Everyone learns differently and at their own and unique timeline. Timberwolves show integrity. We're honest and have strong moral principles. We do our personal best, make the world better than we found it, make wise choices, and do the right thing even when no one is watching. To help support you in living and breathing those core values, we would like to reintroduce the Student of the Week. Sound like a plan? Is this something you can do to live by the Cedar Heights core values? That is absolutely awesome. You can be the Student of the Week. Every week, teachers will be nominating one student per grade. Student of the Week will be announced by me, Mrs. Hanson, every Friday by 3 p.m. Students will be chosen by living and breathing those core values. So, for example, by being respectful. During virtual classes, students are respectful by following directions and keeping their mic and video turned off unless they are speaking. They're responsible in virtual classes by checking with teachers when able to, completing their work to the best of their ability, asking for help when they're needed, and engaging in class discussions. They show compassion in a virtual environment by treating others with care, listening without interrupting, practicing patience with themselves and others, and they demonstrate integrity during a virtual environment by participating and staying focused without distractions in their virtual classrooms. You've got this, Timberwolves. What is this? Students who are living by our core values can be nominated by any staff member for the Student of the Week. Winners will be announced each Friday through Instagram, Facebook, and email. Winners will receive recognition and various virtual and physical prizes.